Sa pagkalma ng bukang taal, tayo ay nagbabalik sa natitirang laro dito sa Copa Paulino Alcantara 2023. Ako po si Jamer de la Cruz, ang inyong commentator para sa larong ito. Nagpapasalamat po kami sa lahat ng sumusubaybay at tumatangkilik ng Copa Paulino Alcantara. Ang ating laban para sa hapon na to ngayong Lunes, Far Eastern University, at ang katapat nila ay ang Kaya FC-Iloilo. Sana okay lang kayo dyan sa mga bahay nyo. Alam nating naging shaky yung mga nakaraang araw. Pero hopefully hindi naman kayo masyadong naapektuhan. At kung sa mga naapektuhan naman ng pag-alburuto ng Bulkang Taal, our thoughts are with you. Hopefully you could get through all of this. And let's get into some action here in the Copa Paulino Alcantara. Bago ang lahat, pag-usapan natin kung ano ang itsura ng grupo ng Far Eastern University at ng Kaya FC-Iloilo. Makamakailan lang, nakita natin ang laban ng Philippine Air Force at ng Far Eastern University. It's in a stalemate. Itong game na to ang magde-decide kung makakalusot ba ang FEU or mauunahan sila ng University of the Philippines sa ating knockout stages ng Copa Paulino Alcantara. Kaya FC-Iloilo currently on top of the standings with 12 points, undefeated run so far in the Copa Paulino Alcantara. Meanwhile, Far Eastern University is also on an undefeated run. However, the points are not on their side. They have 6 points. They are chasing for that elusive 1 point to make it to the knockouts or even do something better and get ahead of Philippine Air Force FC. But it will be a mountain to climb. It will be a tough opposition that they will be facing. Now, let's head into the starting lineups. First off, for the brave Tamaraos of the Far Eastern University, Jetrick Fabregas is on goal alongside with Selwyn Mamon, who's back in the starting lineups after that campaign with the under-23s, as well as Carl Absalon. Ace Amita is there as well. Mustafa Alipon, Bacon, Pescadera, Pasindana, Nestores, and Martini Rey, your team captain for the Far Eastern University. They've had a decent outing in their participation in Korea in the Asian University Games, where they also made an impact by winning against a selection of collegiate players from Vietnam via 3-2. At ang formation na ilalatag ng Far Eastern University dito will be 4-3-3. Ngayon naman, puntahan natin ang kupunan ng Kaya FC-Iloilo. Kenry Balobo starts on goal ahead of Quincy Camerad, who's taking a well-deserved rest after that 3-1 defeat against Shandong Taishan in their AFC Champions League campaign. First game here, the Rizal Memorial Stadium in the AFC Champions League. Melo Tacosalme slots in the defense. Mark Swainston in midfield. Then familiar figure in Joven Bedic starts up front. Marvin Angeles will be building up that midfield as well. Eric Gaganto and Arnel Amita hoping to help out from the wings. Marvin Diano from the back. Janjan Meliza from the midfield. And the ever constant figure at the back, Simon Erota and Odi Menzi. Nabanggit nga natin, Kaya FC-Iloilo had their first home game in history of whichever club here in the Philippines, playing here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium in their matchup against Shandong Taishan. Didn't went so well for Kaya FC-Iloilo after losing 3-1. But what's something to take away from that match is the man on the bench, number 18, Harvey Gayoso, scoring that lone goal for Kaya FC-Iloilo in their first home game. So, the personnel have been provided. The formations are out. Teams are just what we are waiting for. And in a few minutes, we will have kickoff. Once again, it's Far Eastern University Tamaraos against Kaya FC-Iloilo here in your 2023 Copa Paulino Alcantara. Keep the legacy. Here we go. Kaya against Far Eastern University. The DNA of both sides ay hindi gaanong magkalayo as the big brothers of your brave Tamaraws are playing in Kaya FC-Iloilo. Three familiar faces in the names of Janjan Meliza, Nano Amita, and Eric Giganto. All three of them played a majestic career with Far Eastern University, capping it off with championships of their own. On the other side, the young squad of Far Eastern University hoping to replicate what their kuyas have achieved in the next coming season of the UAAP. Ako po ulit si Jamer de la Cruz, ang commentator para sa laban na ito ng FEU at ng Kaya FC-Iloilo. Introducing as well our officials for this match. First referee, John Pineda, assisted by Paul Galicia and Rely Balila. Fourth official, Timothy De Castro, and our match commissioner is Joseph Gensaya. FEU sporting their green and gold kits. Majority gold with a trim of green. Ready as well to take on the opposition named Kaya FC-Iloilo, who's sporting their new black kits with the trimming of Rasta colors, red, green, and yellow. We'll soon see these kits in action in the AFC Champions League. Again, our referees for this match, John Pineda, assisted by Paul Galicia and Rely Balila. And our fourth official is Mr. Timothy De Castro. Hindi nalalayo sa isa't isa ang FEU at ang Kaya. Sa bukang bibig nga ng karamihan ng ating football fans, halos karamihan ng galing FEU ay napupunta dito sa Kaya FC-Iloilo. Meron kang Janjan Meliza, meron kang Nano Amita, meron kang Eric Giganto, mga players na nanggaling sa UAAP, especially with FEU, now squaring off against their kuyas or their big brothers. Makikita din natin dito, no? A battle between the brothers or relatives, we should say. Nano Amita will be squaring off against Ace Amita on the other side. At sobrang pamilyar nitong dalawang side na ito sa isa't isa. Will it be an upset for the brave Tamaraws from Moraita? Or will it be domination once again for your two-time Copa Paulino Alcantara champions, Kaya FC-Iloilo? Kickoff is upon us. Final checks on the touchline, and we are ready to go. Enjoy lang po kayo dyan sa mga nanonood sa ating mga tahanan at stay safe. Medyo maulan kanina on our way to the stadium. And hopefully kumalma ang ating panahon. Sana din mag-enjoy kayo sa ating magiging laro. Hello daw kay Idol Matchcom, sabi ni Ivan Gayares, one of our dear friends as well, who's sitting down as a commentator here in the Copa Paulino Alcantara. And here we go. Far Eastern University kicking things off from right to left, wearing their familiar gold and green kits. Being pressured early on by Kaya. It's the battle of the old bloods and the new blood of FEU. Odi Menzi, of course, one of the other players who featured for FEU. Sobrang tight ng bond ng FEU players at ang mga alumni nito na naglalaro ngayon for Kaya. Whenever there is a UAP game or collegiate game that they can watch, and makikita natin yung mga kuya nila dyan sa bench or sa stadium watching their games. If I'm not mistaken, nakita pa nga natin sila nung championship in their game against Ateneo de Manila University Blue Eagles, where they won 4-1 to reclaim the title in the UAAP football competition. Throwing ngayon para sa Kaya FC-Iloilo, Simon Nerota dadalhin sa likod for Odimenzi. Odimenzi goes up, finds Marvin Santiano. Babalik dito kay Simon Nerota. Kenry Balobo, first touch of the ball in the Copa Paulino Alcantara 2023. Made life difficult for Kaya in the 2020 season of the Philippines Football League when he was with Mendiola FC 1991. Clean sheet prevented Kaya to win their first league title during the pandemic. Simo, hahanap ng tao dito sa kaliwa with Melo Tacosalme. Melo spreads it out wide para kay Janjan Melisa, but too wide for Janjan to chase. Few figures not in the starting lineups or even the squad for Kaya. Akito Saito is out, nursing a little bit of an injury, I believe, after that game against Shandong Taishan. Strike from Jovin Bedic, saved by Fabregas. Tinapik dito ni Nano, pero makukuha ulit na Fabregas. Ricky Sendra taking a well-deserved break as well after his exploits in the Copa Paulino Alcantara and the AFC Champions League. Kaya with an offside trap. Basindanan thought he broke through that trap, but the pros have done it many, many times in the league and in the Copa. They have to time that right. Otherwise, it's 1-1 on Kenry Balobo. Free kick for Kaya. Diano with a touch. Sends it forward for Nano Amita, but the coverage is there. FEU with a foul early on in this game. Physicality between FEU and Kaya is very present. So it'll be a free kick for Kaya FC-Iloilo in a dangerous spot. Nano Amita sends it inside, headed in. And that is the first goal for Kaya FC-Iloilo. Marvin Santiano with a lovely header thanks to that assist from Nano Amita. The two-time cup holders are on the scoreboard. Let's take a look at that again from Nano Amita. Great delivery inside the box. And all that Marvin Santiano had to do was to head it into the back of the net, and it's 1-0 for Kaya. Second shot on goal. First goal for Kaya. Kaya FC on the offensive once again. Defended well by FEU, only as far as Nano Amita. Nano Amita to Jovin Bedic. 1-2 passing, and Nano Amita with a strike. Saved once again by Jetrick Fabregas. The column. Curtis loves that move from the touchline. It's really threatening now. Kaya getting their first goal inside the 5 minutes, or first 5 minutes of the game. Carlob Salon, may dala ng bola para sa FEU. Hahanap ng papasaan. Selwyn Mamon na ipasa. Papunta sa harapan dito kay Sherwin Basindanan. Odi Menzi, nalagpasan ni Basindanan with a strike. Pero lalabas ang bola. Lovely move though from Sherwin Basindanan to flick it over the tall Audi Menzi. FEU, even though that they are facing a two-time Copa Paulino Alcantara holders and also participants in this year's AFC Champions League, doesn't look to be phased with the opposition that they are facing, really showing that they will have to battle it all out against their big brothers as they want to make it to the knockouts of the Copa. Diano again. This time it's wide for Marvin Diano, but just like that, 4 shots on goal, 3 on target for FEU, or for Kaya rather. Kaya ulit ang magdadala ng bola with Janjan Melisa. Hanapin si Mark Swainston. Swainston with the long ball forward. That goes straight to the gloves of Fabregas. Martini Rey ngayon ang magdadala ng bola para sa FEU. Twisting and turning against Kuya Mark. Ball goes out in favor of FEU on the throw-in. One-two passing para dito sa FEU. Lalabas ulit ang bola for a throw-in. Torres makukuha na ng bola ng Kaya. Janjan Meliza with a long ball forward. Nano Amita dito sa kanan. Papasok sa loob kay Jovin Bedic. Makukuha ng depensa ng FEU. Martini Rey, makukuha na ng bola. Babalik ang bola dito kay Diano, the goal scorer. Babalik ni Amita sa likod para kay Simo. Swainston to Amita. Di makakalusot kay Carl. Ngayon, Martini Rey ang magdadala. 4 against 2. Make it 5 against 2. Carl Absalon couldn't get the ball against his opposite number, the 23 against another 23. Martini Rey with a long ball forward, looking for, I think that was Basendanan, but the pass goes straight to the gloves of Kenry Balobo. Nano Amita to Simone Rota. Mark Swainston to the other side for Melo Tacosalme. Melo, nahanap dito si Janjan Melizay, bibigay para kay Eric Giganto. The FEU trio is on the action once again, pero makukuha dito ni Alipoon. Carl Absalon, di makakalusot kay Diano, makukuha. Nano Amita, makukuha na ng bola. 1-2 passing para makalabas sa box ng FEU. Maibibigay dito kay Carl Absalon, pero makukuha na naman ng Kaya. Papunta dito kay Marvin Diano. Odimenzi, quick pass to Janjan Meliza. Jovin Bedic, 1-2 passing once again. Lovely move for Kaya FC-Iloilo. Lalabas ulit ang bola. Throw in para sa Kaya FC-Iloilo. Swainston para kay Janjan Melisa na ibabalik dito kay Melo Tacosalme. Simo. Swainston. Bibigay dito kay Giganto. Babalik para kay Simone Rota. Odimenzi papunta sa gitna para kay Jovin Bedic. May ilalabas. Papunta nga lang kay Mark Swainston. Melo. Bibigay dito kay Simo. Simo maghahanap ng papasahan sa harapan. Diano gets the cross in time. Or not, as it's out for a goal kick. Jovin Bedic, strike. Easy does it for the team captain of Kaya FC-Iloilo. Jovin Bedic scores the second goal of the match for Kaya.
Goal for Kaya FC-Iloilo.
Let's take a look at that again. Fabregas, the pass to Bacon, but a mistake from Bacon earns Kaya the chance and breaks through is the team captain, Jovin Bedic. Hasn't seen some action in a while. On their 5th game of the Copa Paulino Alcantara, finally starts. And in his first game in the Copa this season, he scores the second goal for Kaya. Ray kontra Bedic, lalabas ang bola para sa FEU. You could really tell the difference in terms of the level of play between Kaya and FEU, with Kaya making FEU pay on those mistakes. Pero nakikita rin natin dito yung press ng Kaya FC-Iloilo on the defense of Far Eastern University, making it difficult for the Tamaraws to get out of their own box. Whenever they do, it's through those long balls. They're gonna have a hard time as well to make some chances go their way. Recap para sa mga kaibigan nating na late sa ating broadcast. Marvin Santiano with the first goal on the 5th minute, and then Jovin Bedic just a minute earlier on scoring the second goal for Kaya. Janjan Meliza. Still with Janjan. Now he takes a strike. Oh! What a goal that is for Janjan Meliza. A strike that came all the way from La Paz. Straight to the back of the net. Let's take a look at that once more. Janjan Meliza took a strike, shook off the defense, then hits it towards the back of the net. Nothing that Fabregas can actually do. Reset once more for FEU, who's now trailing by 3-0. By the looks of it, UP would be loving this. Offside ang itinawag ng ating referee kontra Kaya. Janjan Meliza hoping to add another goal into his name. Martini Ray not in his usual position today, playing that holding midfield role for FEU. Used to be playing up front. Makukuha na ng bola. Nano Amita looking for Giganto. Janjan Meliza sends it forward for Marvin Santiano, pero lalabas ang bola. And even before that, he's going to be called for offside as well. Paalitan ng offside ang FEU at ang Kaya. Swainston. Papasa sa harap. Header from Giganto. Pabalik kay Bedic. But there is another offside call against Kaya. Quick pass from the back. Oh, collision between the goalkeeper, Balobo, and Selwyn Mamon. We'll have to check how he's got hit. But we're seeing some blood. It's very dangerous. Oh my God, it's a red card for Henry Balobo. Kaya down to 10 men. Let's take a look at this again. Selwyn Mamon was on the clear. Oh, he got a touch of the face of Selwyn Mamon in that sequence. Physio needs to check in for FEU just to take a look at Selwyn Mamon. But Selwyn Mamon is good. We'll just have to check as well. So his arm is bleeding right now.
Substitution for Kaya FC-Iloilo. Player number 12. Vincent Yan. Replaced by player number 29. Henry Bandeken Fong.
Henry Bandeken Fong, as a confirmation from our stadium announcer, checks in for Vincent Diano as Kaya is down to 10 men right now. Kaya forced to pull out one of their substitute goalkeepers in the name of Henry Bandeken Fong. But as of the moment, they're going to be playing without that goalkeeper, with Melo Tacosalme playing that goalkeeper role for them. So he's not going to be able to touch the ball with his own hands. We'll have to check. They're going to allow that substitution to come in, or if it's going to come in after this play. So here it is.
Substitution for
Henry
Kaya
Bandeken Fong comes in.
Player
Marvin
number 12.
Santiano.
Marvin
Not a long
Santiano.
day for former Mendiola FC 1991 player.
Henry Bandeken Fong.
Let's see how it's going to look like. So here is the free kick for FEU. Martinere takes it. Martinez sends it inside, saved by the substitute goalkeeper Bandeken. Kaya looking to go for the counter-attack real quick. They're being pressured on by FEU, and why not? This is an advantage that they're looking for. As it stands, FEU is going to be eliminated from the Copa. And their UAP counterparts, University of the Philippines, will check in for the quarterfinals, as well as Mendiola FC 1991 as two of the best ranked or third place teams in the Copa. It'll be a mountain to climb now for FEU. Will a point be enough for the Tamaraos to make it to the knockouts? We'll have to check that towards the end if they will be able to salvage a point in this game. So far, 3 goals ang kailangan nilang gawin para makakuha ng puntos na yan. Mahihirapan silang gawin yan with Kaya controlling the ball in their own half. Meanwhile, pag-usapan daw natin, ano daw ulam natin kanina? Shawarma rice lang tayo. Babe Mike's ang solusyon. Babe Mike's lang sa kalam. Paano ka kumain within 10 minutes? Ask me how. Dumating ng Vito Cruz ng alas 3. Alas 4 ang laro. Mahaba ang pila sa Babe Mike's. Nakakuha ng order ng 3:20. Kailangan makapasok sa stadium ng 3:30. O, paano yun? O, Dimenzi ngayon. Magbibigay ng bola dito sa loob. Jetrick Fabregas na naman ang makakuha ng bola. Klaro, may shawarma pa dito. Halika na. Pumunta ka na dito kung ako sa'yo. FEU naghahanap ng papasahan sa taas. Bandeken Fong ang kukuha para sa Kaya. No one applying the pressure from boys in green and gold. They have a man of advantage. And hopefully they can use it to their own advantage as Kaya looks to be trembling a little bit. Having difficulties in stringing their passes. But we know how the two-time Copa Paulino Alcantara holders are going to play this out even with down to 10 men. Selwyn Mamon looks to be okay. A little bit shaken after that challenge from Kenry Balobo. Merong konting gas-gas sa kanang braso, but he's back into the action. Eric Giganto with a cross, pero makukuha ng FEU. First corner of the match for Kaya FC-Iloilo. Let's bring these numbers up. We have about 400 people in the live stream. Pataasin pa natin. Konti pa yan to our standards. With FEU and Kaya having a strong fan base. Nakita rin natin sa ating mga feed, no? The NCAA season is back. Hopefully we'll see some football action in the NCAA. UAAP will be back this weekend. So hopefully masubaybayan natin lahat ng laro sa ating collegiate levels kung saan mas marami tayo nakikitang talents. Ang liga, I think, is still ongoing. Jovin Bedic with the pressure. Babalik ang bola para kay Marvin Angeles. Nano Amita, naghahanap ng papasahan. Jovin Bedic. Pero makukuha ba ng FEU? Babalik ang bola para sa dating taga-FEU na si Janjan Miliza. Swainston. 1-2 passing with Melo Takosa, or with Marvin Angeles rather. Inside the box looking for Jovin Bedic, pero pupunta rito kay Giganto. Bedic again, putting on the pressure. Shouts for a penalty, pero hindi bibigay ng ating referee na si Mick John Pineda. Martini Ray covered by two players in black. Now they clear the ball out towards the path of Absalon, pero makukuha ni Simo. Swainston against Absalon. Babalik kay Rota ang bola. Tacos Salme to Simo. Chance ngayon para sa FEU with Carl Absalon on the left side. Carl sends a long ball forward, but Melo Tacosalme is there. Two players who combined for that goal in the AFFU 23 competition for the Philippines. Selwyn Mamon and Carl Absalon looking to combine through that play, pero makukuha ng Kaya. Nano Amita ngayon to Jovin Bedic, chipping it over. Looking for Nano Amita with a strike straight to the gloves of Fabregas once again. Martini Ray, ibigay niya dito sa kanyang teammate na si Ace Amita. Amita ulit, babalik ang bola para dito sa likod. Estores taken down, Marvin Angeles off to the races. Marvin Angeles still with the ball, not anymore as FEU takes that away. Pacon with a lovely tackle to claim that ball. Rota kicks it out for a throw-in in favor of the Far Eastern University Tamaraws. Halfway point of the first half. Two-time Copa Paulino Alcantara winners Kaya FC-Iloilo with a commanding 3-0 advantage over Far Eastern University and looking to add more to it. FEU, on the other hand, has a man advantage with that red card from Kenry Balobo. Carl Absalon. Ibigay dito kay Estores. Now Martini Ray with the long ball forward. Breaks through the offside trap. Is Basindanan, but the strike was too high for it to threaten Henry Bandekenfong. Janjan Melisa ngayon na magdadala, ibibigay dito kay Mark Swainston. Here's Kaya again on the offensive. Great coverage out here from Ace Amita against Odi Menzi. Nano Amita got a touch to it, but FEU is on the counter attack once again. Martini Ray looking for options, sends it to the other side for Basindanan. Pero ibabalik nila rito. Estores, 1-2 passing with Dalipoon. Couldn't break it through. Mamon hesitated and let it go for Kaya FC to use. Now Kaya takes it all the way back to Melo Tacosalme. Mark Swainston ngayon ang magdadala para sa Kaya. Kaya, even though that they went down by a man, staying composed as they are, that 3-0 advantage, why should you be scared? Or why should you be shaken about that? Janjan Melisa cuts it in. Dummy run, what a strike, but it's over the bar for Eric Giganto. Great move once again for Kaya FC-Iloilo. Janjan Melisa running down the wings. Jovin Bedic thought will be getting a touch to that ball, but left it for the running Eric Giganto, only for his shot to go over the bar. The decent move from Kaya. Congratulations nga pala sa ating Filipinas under-17 for winning against Vietnam and making it to the AFC U-17 Asian Cup. Samantalang ang ating Pilipinas na may laban ngayong araw, kung di ako nagkakamali, kontra South Korea sa Asian Games. Already have a win in the bag against Hong Kong, a 3-1 win. Pilipinas, pinakaba ang buong Pilipinas with that 2 late goals. Akala natin mauunahan pa tayo ng Hong Kong. Buti na lang, nakabawi agad tayo at nakakuha ng 2 goals sa dulo. It'll be a real challenge later on for the Philippines as they take on South Korea. Also another team who participated in the World Cup. Our tormentors in the semifinals of the Asian Cup, if I'm not mistaken. Or rather in the battle for third in the Asian Cup. We finished 4th in the Asian Cup. South Korea winning it, getting the 3rd place of the said competition. But we wouldn't care about that. We were in the World Cup as well. We won the World Cup game against New Zealand. We're still on a high after that. FEU ngayon ang aatake, makukuha ng depensa ng Kaya. Nano Amita para kay Marvin Angeles. Just about 13 minutes remaining in this first half. Kaya passing and chilling with the ball. FEU not putting on the pressure so far, just happy to stay with that formation that they have. 7 players making up that back line for FEU. Now they go for the counter attack with Carl Absalon on the left side. He's going to take on the other number 23 in Simon Erota. Fakes it, takes it back to Estores. Estores ngayon nahanap ng papasaan. Sherwin Basindanan on the right. Sends it inside for Selwyn Mamon. But there is a touch from Audi Menzi. And it'll be a corner for FEU. First one of the match for the Tamaraws. Carl Absalon to take this corner for FEU. Looking to pull a goal back. Van Degen Fong asks for it, and he gets it. Right now, Kaya with possession of the ball, with the 3-goal advantage at the same time. Melo Tacosalme ulit ang magdadala ng bola. Ibibigay dito kay Giganto. Marvin Angeles. Nano Amita. Long ball forward. Makukuha ni Jetrick Fabregas. And hopefully after this game, you catch the game of the Filipinas live on One Sports Plus, and Pilipinas Live as they take on South Korea, Korea Republic, in their second group stage match in the Asian Games, Hangzhou Asian Games. They'll be playing at the Wenzhou Sports Center Stadium, 7:30 p.m. local and Philippine time. Ace Amita dito sa kaliwa para sa FEU. Controls the ball. Sends it inside. Nobody on that right side for FEU, but great intentions for the number 28. Tingnan natin kung anong mangyayari sa chase for the record goal scorer for the Philippines with Quinley Quesada and Sarina Bolden scoring a record 23 goals for the Philippines each. Naunang mga score si Sarina, na-break na niya ang record pero nakabawi itong si Quinley Quesada. Tingnan natin kung makakabawi din itong si Sarina sa magiging aksyon mamaya dyan sa Hangzhou. Odimenzi, pero matatawagan siya ng offside. Quick play ngayon para sa mga Tamaraw with 9 minutes remaining in the first half. Martinez takes it back to Ace Amita. Papunta ngayon dito kay Pescadera. Bacon being pressured on pero ibabalik ang bola. Martinez with a long ball forward. Too long, too strong from Martinez, and Bandek and Fong just gets to it. Fong after his exploits with Maharlika Manila FC. Now with Kaya FC-Iloilo. Filling in the gaps in terms of the goalkeeping department for Kaya. Odimenzi playing a little bit of a wing-back role right now for Kaya. Kaya, who's playing with a 5-2-3 formation earlier on. Now with a man down, they're playing 4-2-3 up front. So parang hindi nawala ng tao ang Kaya after that red card. Patuloy pa rin ang opensa ng Kaya. Simone Rota hahanap ng papasahan dito para kay Odimenzi. Odi kontra Carl. Babalik kay Simo. Odi ngayon ulit. Odi pinasa dito kay Nano Amita. Still with Nano. Good clearance for FEU at the expense of a throw-in and a dangerous position right now. Odimenzi, babalik kay Odi, galing kay Marwin. Ace, too strong of a touch, but there is a foul call against Nano. Oha. Right back at you, Kuya. Pescadera, binalik dito kay Bacon. Estores. Gahanap ulit ng papasahan itong si Estores. Babalik dito kay Pescadera. Basindanan. Carl Absalon dito ngayon sa kaliwa. Hahanap ng papasahan si Carl. Ibabalik ang bola sa likod. Kalmado lang ang Kaya. Hindi nagpapapressure dito sa FEU. At hindi naman na-pressure itong FEU. So walang kailangang katakutan. Ito na ang long ball papunta kay Carl Absalon. Great first touch. Kontra Odimenzi. Carl pa rin. Pinigay dito sa gitna. Estores to Martinez. Martinez with the long ball forward for Sherwin Basindanan. Iniwanan na ni Basindanan dahil siya ay offside dun sa play na yon. 5 minutes ang natitira sa ating first half. Kaya still with a 3-goal advantage. But a man down. It's not looking like they're a man down as they still have possession, controlling it against the young guns of FEU and making inroads just like that with Nano Amita on the right, Odi Menzi, Marwin Angeles. Odi to Swainston. Swainston with a through ball looking for Janjan Meliza. Janjan with a cross. Nobody there. And Martini Ray gets to it. Great 1-2 passing from FEU. Amita to Ray, intercepted by Angeles. Odi Menzi. It's it through. Fabregas will hold on to that and will spread that out wide. Alipon. Hanap na papasaan, Martini Ray. Again, you're hoping Martini Ray is going to be playing up front for FEU. But he's playing a midfield role right now, a holding midfield role that is. Question is, will it work for Kaya or for FEU in the long run with Martini in that position? We're used to seeing him up front, either paired with Selwyn Mamon or playing up front alone in the duration of the Copa. Right now, Coach Albert Bessa shuffling things in the most important game of the season so far for FEU. Three minutes remaining in this first half, or 2 minutes rather. Absalon with a through ball for Amita. Plenty of options. Amita to Absalon with a deflection. Goes straight to the gloves of Bandek and Fong. That's just their fourth shot on goal, 2 on target for Kaya, or for FEU rather. Litong-lito na ako between FEU and Kaya kasi halos parehas lang eh. With plenty of players coming from FEU going to Kaya. Odi Menzi with a long ball for Giganto. Giganto holds on to it, but sends it out wide. Not happy is Eric Giganto on that sequence. Golden opportunity for the former Tamaraw himself. Martini Ray to Carl Absalon. Babalik dito kay Martini Ray. Estores. Dito sa kanan, naghahanap ulit ng papasahan. Martini Ray. Carl asking for it pero hindi bibigay. Amita. Babalik kay Martini Ray. Carl takes it all the way back to the defense with Mustafa. Bola nasa FEU pa rin. 3 minutes to be added on in this first half. Ray looking for that long ball forward. Carl recognizing it, asking for it to be a little bit more direct towards the middle. Dahil nandun nga si Odi Menzi.
Additional playing time, 3 minutes.
Odi Menzi with 3 minutes remaining on the clock. Looking to get things running for Kaya towards the end of the first half. Giganto keeps it in play. Takes it back to Odimenzi. Gets it through to Giganto, but Giganto was not alert to that. Basindanan ngayon. Basindanan still with the ball. Now sends a long ball forward. Switching with Carl Absalon, who was on the right side. Now coming from the left side, but the pass, or the touch rather, was not there for Carl Absalon. Kaya wins possession once again. Melo to Janjan. Janjan pa rin na magdadala. Janjan shrugging it off to Amita. Swainston takes his strike. High, wide, and not so handsome for the number 6. That'll count as a shot on goal for Kaya, who's now having 10 shots on goal. 6 on target, 3 of them being on goal for Kaya. Basindanan. Basindanan now playing on the left, looking to exploit the defense, that wide open defense on the right side with Carl Absalon, speedster from FEU. Here's Carl. For that long ball forward, but Selwyn Mamon is in an offside position. FEU, can they get at least a goal back before halftime? Martini Rey sends it to Basindanan on the left. Basindanan will take on Odimenzi as well as Giganto. Alipoon takes on the entire defense. Saved by Fong, and then followed up by Selwyn Mamon, who pulls the goal back. Towards halftime, the brave Tamaraws pulling a goal back, courtesy of player number 7, Selwyn Mamon. Let's take a look at this sequence once again. Alipoon took on the entire defense as well as Henry Bandek and Fong. But Fong's save went straight to Selwyn Mamon. And that's halftime for us here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Are they out? Or are they still in? That's a question we will have to answer when we come back after the halftime break. But so far, Kaya FC-Iloilo, 3 goals to their name. And FEU pulling a goal back against the 2-time Copa Paulino Alcantara champions. Halftime stats, statistics analysis, and highlights when we go back again here in the 2023 Copa Paulino Alcantara. Keep the legacy.
Ladies and gentlemen, the halftime score is for Eastern University 1, Kaya FC-Iloilo 3. Thank you all for coming today and encourage you to visit the official Facebook page of Philippine Football League at fb.com/BRPFL for more details on the Copa Paulino Alcantara 2023.
Halftime here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium with Kaya FC leading so far against FEU 3-1. Wag na nating patagalin pa. Let's take a look at some of the highlights of the first half habang nanginginig-nginig pa ang mga daliri ni Direk. Jetrick Fabregas with the pass, pero this is the mistake that led to the second goal of FEU or Kaya, courtesy of the team captain Joven Bedic. They've had plenty of chances, but what a rocket that is from Janjan Meliza for their third goal. Meanwhile, FEU had a fair share of chances of their own while ushering the attacks from Kaya. But let's take a look at this from Alipon with the save from Bandek and Fong, and then Selwyn Mamon was able to pull a goal back against the two-time Copa Paulino Alcantara champions. Hence the scoreline being 3-1. Some stats for you. Kaya with 10 shots on goal, 6 on target, 3 on the back of the net. A corner apiece for FEU and Kaya. Offside counts so far, 4 for Kaya and 3 for FEU. Di masyadong physical yung laro, but we could feel that the foul count will rise in the second half. So with halftime almost coming to an end, we're waiting for some substitutions or possible substitutions from FEU and from Kaya. Kaya already making one substitution in the first half after Kenry Balobo was given his marching orders for the day. The challenge on Selwyn Mamon. Mar Vincent Diano checked out for Henry Bandeken Fong, who's currently on goal for Kaya FC-Iloilo. Meanwhile, wala pong pagbabago sa squad ni Coach Albert Besa, but we'll have to take a look into that come the second half. It'll be interesting to see if Coach Albert Besa will try to play Martini Rey coming from the back towards the front. Tignan natin kung gagana ang magiging changes ni Coach Albert Besa dito kontra FEU. Nakita na rin natin na nagpapalitan na si Carl Absalon at si Sherwin Basindanan, na kaninang nasa kaliwa itong si Carl, lumipat sa kanan. Sherwin papunta rito sa kaliwa, and let's see kung may ibang changes pang gagawin itong si Coach Albert Besa para makakuha pa ng 2 goal at makalusot sa knockout stages ng ating Copa Paulino Alcantara. As it stands, Mendiola FC 1991 with 8 points are going through to the knockouts. UP, on the other hand, with 6 points and +1 in goal difference, are making it to the knockouts as well as the 2 of the best third place teams in the Copa. It seems like no changes are going to be introduced for either sides coming into the second half. Although Abu C, one of the runners for the top goal scorer in the Copa so far, are preparing on the touchline. "45 minutes of action remaining in this final group stage game in the Copa Paulino Alcantara, and after today, it's all about survival in the knockout stages starting the 29th, if we're not mistaken. That's going to be on a Friday. Things are going to be checked as well depending on the teams participating in the knockout stages. But knockout starts on the 29th. Dire-diretso na yan hanggang sa matapos ang ating Copa Paulino Alcantara. Their female counterparts, the PFF Women's League, are also coming into its knockout stages. Semifinals will be played on Wednesday. From what we've heard, it's going to be played here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. So stick around for some announcements regarding that fixture or those fixtures. So FEU with 2 goals to chase to find themselves towards the knockout stages. Bagong lahat, substitution for Kaya FC-Iloilo. Jovin Bedic will be checking out, and he's going to be replaced by Abu C. On the other side, no changes for FEU as the same 11 comes out for the final 45 minutes of the match here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Shout outs to our Cebu-based direct, John Josairil Alcoseba. And here we have second half action in the Copa Paulino Alcantara group stage. Group A, with Kaya now playing from right to left, and FEU going for the attack on the side where they have conceded 3 of the goals in the first half. Simon now wears the captain's armband after Jovin Bedic checked out for Abu C. Same formation as of the moment for Kaya. Lovely through ball from Nano Amita, but just couldn't find the paces of Janjan Meliza. Pescadera tried to keep the ball in play. That's going to be intercepted. Throw in for FEU. Bacon. Fabregas ngayon maghahanap ng papasahan. Bibigay dito kay Bacon. Bacon, not a great first touch. Keeps it in play amidst the pressure. No pressure coming from Giganto. They switch it to the other side with Mustafa. Now here's Estores. Estores keeps the ball in their possession, and FEU is running and looking for that counter-attack. Sends the ball inside the box. But Carl Absalon couldn't get a touch to it. Got past Simon Erota, but got the ball straight to the gloves of Henry Bandekenfong. Meliza faking Basindanan in that sequence. Rota. Hanapin dito si Melo. Janjan Meliza ulit ang magdadala para sa Kaya. In their heydays, alongside Davao Aguilas, Makati FC, or UMAC FC, stalwart Paulo Bugas, earning a championship to their name. Tightly contested battle against De La Salle University that went into extra time. And the Far Eastern University Tamaraw is prevailing in that game. Since then, FEU has been finding their identity in collegiate football. And in 2023, they were able to win and take the title back to Moraita with these personnel that they have right now playing in the Copa Paulino Alcantara, and they will look to defend that come the season in the UAAP. Ball goes out. It'll be a corner for FEU, their second of the match. Rota forced to kick the ball out. Here's a delivery from Absalon, headed away by Angeles. Babalik dito kay Estores, who tried to send it forward for Carl. Nakukuha ulit ni Maru. Now counter-attack. Is it on for Kaya? Carl takes Nano Amita down. Foul against Tamaraus. Here's Giganto, who will start the counter for Kaya. Finds Janjan Miliza on the left. Abu C now up front against Bacon. A challenge being put on by Bacon. And it is a goal kick for FEU. Bacon was not fazed by the height advantage of Abu C. Was able to kick the ball out and find the touch as well from Abu C. Don De Santa Isaiah, shout out po sa'yo. Thank you. Basindanan ngayon. Babalik ang bola dito sa likod with Pescadera. Martini Ray still playing at the back. Simone Rota heads it to Melo Tacosalme. Now here's Maru Angeles looking for Nano Amita. Babalik ang bola para kay Odi Menzi. So far, it has been all Kaya FC-Iloilo in terms of possession. Though when FEU gets the ball, they string the passes that they can. Pescadera, babalik ang bola dito kay Mustafa. Fabregas, babalik kay Mustafa. Martini Ray. Nawalipoon. Great run towards the end of the first half to produce the first goal for FEU in this game. Looking to make amends on the mistakes that they have made in the first half is FEU. Tacosalme naghahanap ng mabibigyan ng bola. Dito muna tayo sa likod with Simone Rota at si Melo. Giganto forced to take it back to Melo Tacosalme. Still Kaya controlling that ball in their own half. Not doing something stupid on their own. Rota with the long ball forward looking for Janjan Miliza on the left. Janjan heads it in and a foul is called against FEU. A late challenge forcing a free kick for Kaya FC-Iloilo in a dangerous spot. Almost the same spot, but this time on the other side. Nano Amita will take this free kick once again. Nano Amita now will send the ball inside, headed away, only as far as Simone Rota. Kicked away by Bacon. And FEU can go for the charge. They control this possession really well. Alipon ang magdadala ng bola para sa FEU. Binalik dito kay Pescadera. Looking for the openings. Kung iisipin mo, parang 11 pa rin yung players ng Kaya with how they're building up this formation. Carl Absalon finding the spaces at the back. Still with Absalon, sends it inside, but that is headed away by Meliza, only as far as Martin Rey. Mark Swainston with a clearance towards the path of Abu C. Through pass, not there for Amita. Too strong, he said. But they're still applying the pressure on the young ones. If we're not mistaken, this is the first time in this competition that Kaya has been held to just 3 goals after 45 minutes. We are now at the 54th minute and still the score is 3-1. FEU really challenging them well with Carl Absalon on the left side being cleared out by Simone Rota for another corner in favor of the Tamaraws. FEU proving to be worthy, coming up as a threatening opposition for Kaya. All across the tournament, Kaya has been steamrolling past teams, scoring 4 or 5 goals in the first half. But so far, it's just 3 goals for them and conceding 1 towards the end of the first half. Simone Rota heads it away, only as far as Alipoon, who now goes toe-to-toe against Janjan Meliza, and Janjan Meliza wins it. Sherwin Basindana slid in for the tackle, but just couldn't keep the ball in play. Melo Tacosalme sends the ball forward for Abu C. Binalik dito kay Janjan Melisa. Nano Amita takes it all the way back to Melo Tacosalme, just calming the storm for Kaya. Not giving an edge against their younger brothers, Arnano and the rest of Kaya. Abu C, not a great first touch, but was able to hold on to the ball. Takes it back to Tacosalme. Swainston. Dito kay Meliza ngayon. To the middle for Nano Amita. Nano threads it to Giganto. Former FEU boys looking to produce another goal here. Menzi. Still with Menzi. Couldn't get it through. Now with the clearance is FEU. As Torres spreads it out wide for Absalon, who sends the ball forward looking for Mamon. Amita to Meliza. Swainston to C. C with a through ball, but too strong for Janjan Meliza to chase. Throw in for FEU. Alipoon. Long ball forward, makukuha ni Melo. Babalik na naman ng bola para sa Kaya. It's been like this since the first half. Janjan Meliza with a through ball to Nano Amita on the left. Nano Amita dancing and prancing past Bacon. Going down, but no foul is called, says the referee. And it'll be a goal kick. But Nano Amita has been shaken from that challenge. Tingnan natin ulit. So Nano Amita with the scissors. There was a touch from our vantage point on Nano Amita. Coach Colum Curtis pleading his case. But unfortunately, we are not in the Champions League, hence we don't have a VAR check. And referee's decision is final. It's a goal kick for FEU. Question is, had there been a VAR check, would it have been a penalty for Kaya? Tight angle for us to say. But it is what it is right now. FEU with the goal kick. Clearance from Bacon. Kept it in play by Basindanan. Alipoon judging the opposition, sends it to Martini Rey, who threads it to the path of Carl Absalon, who can sense A counterattack for the Tamaraws. Martinez takes a strike from distance, but that's not going to challenge a veteran in Hindi Bandekenfong. He sends the ball out wide, but great intention from the team captain as they're still trailing by 2 goals with about 30 minutes remaining in this game. They flourish in this kind of environment. The never say die attitude of the Tamaraws. Pero tignan natin kung anong magagawa ng never say die attitude na yan kontra sa 2-time Copa Paulino Alcantara champions na Kaya FC-Iloilo. Here's Abusi who will take a strike. Oh! Slipped through the gloves of Fabregas. But fortunately for him, it goes out for corner. Number 2 for Kaya. Shoutout daw kay Direk Chot Diaz na nanonood ngayon sa atin. Nasa Bacolod na ba to? Nakauwi na to, no? Fabregas punches it out. Only as far as Jan Meliza. Spreads it wide for Tacosalme. Inside the box. Nobody there for, I think that was Maru who sent the ball forward. So the ball goes out. Counter-attack time for the Tamaraws. Basindanan with the through ball, but that is ushered off by Rota. And we could see Robert Lopez Mendy warming up on the touchline now for Kaya FC-Iloilo. He'll most likely replace somebody up front between Nano or Eric Giganto. Melo. Still with Melo being challenged right now. Nginitian lang. Nginitian lang ni Melo yung challenge ni Selwyn Mamon. Bandekenfong asking for his teammates to recompose themselves. FE was going to make a substitution of their own as well with an impact substitution in the like of Kent Brian Valenzuela. We'll check who he's going to be replacing in this game. Valenzuela had a fair share of late goals in the UAAP. Will he bring that here in the Copa Paulino Alcantara as well? Basindanan wins the ball for FEU momentarily, pero makukuha ulit ni Jan Meliza. Nathan Bata, one of the reserve goalkeepers of the Kaya FC-Iloilo senior team, watching the stream as well. Shout out sa'yo, young one. Nano Amita. Ibigay dito kay Maru. Babalik kay Simone Rota. The Phil-Italians combining. And then Rota sends it forward looking for Giganto. Giganto felt a little bit on his knee there. And quite timely as he's going to be checking out for Robert Lopez Mendy. And then on the other side, Sherwin Basindanan is checking out for Valenzuela.
Substitution for Far Eastern University. Player number 24, Sherwin Basindanan.
So medyo iika-ika dito si Giganto after checking out. So another forward coming in. A like-for-like substitution for Coach Albert Besa. And right away making an impact with that interception. Martinez with the long ball forward, but Carleb Salon is offside once again in that play. Great pass though coming from Martinez. Amita. Babalik ang bola para dito kay Taco Salmi sa likod. Rota. O, Dimensi ngayon para sa Kaya. Kaya will be happy to just kick the ball around with FEU not going for it. Amita 1-2 with Robert Lopez Mendy. Amita now down the byline, sends it inside, cleared away, or not yet. Lopez Mendy has been called for a foul there. Tingnan natin ulit. Masyadong malakas yung challenge nitong si Robert Lopez Mendy. Oh, Ian Mitz Kuluba Atima or Amita, sorry. Shout out po sa aking dalawang kapatid na si Nano Amita from Kaya at si Ace Amita. O, di ba bakbakan na magkapatid dito. Nano sa Kaya. Tapos sa kabila si Ace. At ito na ang FEU with Carl Absalon on the left side. Carl, too strong of a touch. Couldn't keep it in play. It's too fast for Carl to chase. Pero nakikita natin, bumubuka na yung kaliwa ng Kaya dun ha. Ito na ngayon, Abu C. Can he combine with Mendy? Mendy inside the box. Keeps it in play is Robert Lopez Mendy. Mendy, as we know, he's been nursing a little bit of an injury over the past few months. Making his way back into the squad. Kita pa rin natin doon yung benda no, sa kanang tuhod ni Mendy. Shoutout daw sa Hubon Fuerzas ng Kaya Iloilo from Mac Bedonia, Belmonte. O, may isa kayong member na nandito, si Glenda, na nanonood dito sa grandstand. Marvin Angeles, ibinalik kay Nano Amita. Literal pala na may mag-uutol dito sa sa Kaya at sa FEU. Yan si Nano dito sa Kaya, tapos si Ace naman dun sa FEU. Rota, hahanap ng papasahan, mabibigay dito kay Abu C. Abu C pa rin, may bibigay ba rito kay Janjan? Lalabas na naman ng bola. Neil Adrian magsambol. Namimiss na rin kita. No, isang araw lang nandun ka sa sa hotel namin diyan sa New Zealand. Di mo kami naabutan, nasa Movenpick kami. Walang makakakuha ng bola para sa FEU. Janjan Miliza, hinahanap dito si Mendy pero makukuha ni Fabregas ang bola. FEU ngayon, maghahanap ulit ng tsansa. Couple of substitutions for FEU waiting in the wing. Selvin Mamon got a touch to it. Bandekenfong clears it out and it's time for substitution for FEU. Pag lumabas ang bola, akala natin lumabas na, no? Napeke tayo doon. Nakuha pa ni Menzi yung bola. Menzi ngayon susubok. Pero lalabas ang bola para sa FEU. Ito na, palitan na ng numero. 20, papalit para sa numero 4. Pescadera, lalabas para kay Bulawin. At si Dadivas, papasok dito para kay Carl Absalon. So, tama na daw yung pagtakbo-takbo mo dyan sa kabila. Ayan. Carl going out. So, hindi nyo napapansin, no? Hindi na lumapit dito si Carl sa side natin for the substitution kasi new ruling ng FIFA. Pwede ka nang lumabas dun sa far side ng pitch. Hindi ka naman makakapekto sa play. Pwede ka nang lumabas dun for the substitution. So, yan ang nangyari. So, tignan natin kung gagana to kay Coach Albert, no? The Divas at si Bulawin ang papasok. Parehas na defensive player pero titingnan natin kung makakatulong ba sila sa opensa ng FEU. Mukhang itutulak na paharapan ni Coach Albert itong either si Alipon or si Martini Ray. At yun na nga, Ace Amita dito sa kaliwa. At hindi nga lang maipapasok ang bola. Odi Menzi, maghahanap ng papasaan mula dito sa throw-in. 20 minutes na lang ang natitira. At aatake na ulit ang FEU. Jan with the through ball. Papunta dito kay Abu C. C keeps it in play. Bibigay dito kay Nano. Nano with a strike. Blocked by Bacon. Estores heads it away. Only as far as Mark Swainston na ngayon ibibigay kay Odi Menzi at ibabalik dito sa depensa kay Melo Tacosalme. Alipon with the deflection. Bulawin gives it to Valenzuela. And Valenzuela will start the counter-attack for the Tamaraws. Valenzuela dispossessed by Maru. And Kaya controlling the ball once again. Swainston ibabalik kay Rota. Rota, forward pass for Mendy. Still with Mendy. He's going to take on the youngsters. Touch too strong, but there is a deflection. Ball goes out in favor of Kaya FC-Iloilo once again. Abu C. Binalik dito kay Mendy, pero babalik ang bola ngayon sa depensa ng Kaya. Meliza. Through ball para dito kay Nano Amita sa kaliwa. Nano, papasok sa loob. Punched away by Fabregas. Makukuha ni Odi Menzi. Foul ang itinawag kay Odi. If you're Kaya FC-Iloilo, medyo mapapakamot ka ng konti with them not being able to score more in this game as of the moment. 72 minutes into this game, just 3 goals. Not the usual standard for the two-time Copa Paulino Alcantara champions. But they are on the offensive once again. Makukuha na naman ng depensa. Foul ang itinawag ni referee Mick John Pineda kontra Nano Amita. Hindi naman daw tinamaan, ref. Shoutout kay Nano na always na nagpapa-shoutout mapa naglalaro siya o hindi naglalaro. Idol naman natin yan, bakit hindi natin siya shoutout. Lalabas ulit ang bola para sa FEU. Fabregas, short pass to Martini Ray pero makukuha ng Kaya ulit. Swainston, binigay dito kay Mendy. Mendy turns, passes it to Abu C. And that is the 4th goal for Kaya FC-Iloilo, courtesy of Abu C. Dominance in this play for Kaya. Let's take a look at that again. Mendy had to turn. Mendy found Abu C in the process, who scored the 4th goal of the match for Kaya FC-Iloilo in the 73rd minute. Kaya now looking to be clear as the leaders in Group A to go through to the knockout stages. In FEU are being shown the exit doors of this year's Copa Paulino Alcantara, with UP peeking into that little window of opportunity thanks to that goal difference that they have over the Tamaraws. Amita to Mendy. And here we go once again. Nakuha lang yung through ball. Martin Ray to Bulawin. Through ball, hinahanap si Selwyn Mamon pero makukuha ni Bandegen Fong. Unti-unti nang sumasara ang pintuan para sa Tamaraws papunta sa knockout stages ng Copa Paulino Alcantara. Rota dito sa likod. 15 minutes ang natitira sa ating laro. Kaya with a 4-goal haul in this game so far. 4-1, 3-goal advantage over the Tamaraws. Again, not up to the standards of Kaya in terms of their performance in the Copa. Pero tignan natin, abusin na naman. Makukuha ni Fabregas this time. Akala natin makakascore na ng 5 ang Kaya. Pero nakakuha ni Fabregas. Lumalapit na yung score sa prediction ng ating mga kaibigan dito sa panel. Lumabas na naman ang bola. Makukuha ulit ng Kaya. Rota ngayon na magdadala ng bola para sa FEU. Binigay kay Mendy. Ito na naman si Mendy sa kanan. Naghahanap ng papasahan. Mendy. Makakalusot ba? Nakakalusot na sa isa. Mendy. Oh, hits the post! Pero napakaswerte naman nito ni Abusi. Ang ganda ng pagkakapwesto ni Abusi. Ika-5 tala para sa Kaya FC-Iloilo. Mendy hits the post. Will we count that as an assist? Tignan natin ulit. Ito yung strike ni Mendy. Kukontrolin lang naman ni Abusi. Pero pumasok pa. 5-1 in favor of Kaya FC-Iloilo. 2 minutes, or 4 minutes rather, apart from the first goal of Abusi in this game. He gets his brace. It's 5-1 now. And that looks like the end of it for the Tamaraws in the Copa Paulino Alcantara. Unless the football gods give us a miracle tonight here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium. Bulawin. Makukuha ulit the Divas kontra Menzi. Bibigay na naman kay Abusi. Abusi with a strike from distance. Save this time around by Fabregas. The Divas controlling the ball for FEU. Makukuha ba? Yes, makukuha ng FEU. At kokontra na ang FEU. Kaya pa kayang kumuha ng isa. Martin Ray. Bibigay dito sa kanan. Papunta kay Bakon, pero makukuha ni Amita yung bola. Mendy ngayon ang susubok para sa Kaya. Oh! Saved by Fabregas. Nagulat pa ako doon. Pumiyok pa nga. Akala natin piyok free na ang ating Lunes. Hindi pala. Great save from Jetrick Fabregas to prevent that chance from Mendy. Foul against FEU. Here we go again on the play. Swainston to Amita. Amita to Angeles. Angeles back to Amita. Back to Angeles. Back to Amita. Back to Angeles na naman. Back to Amita ulit. Ay, babalik na muna dito kay Melissa. Sumobra na yung 1-2 passing ng dalawa. 3 substitutions waiting in the wings for FEU. With Neniel, Yu, and Buenafe. Tingnan natin. Janjan Melissa with a cross to Abu C, but he's offside on that play. Bacon with a long ball forward. Can it get past Rota? Yes, it will, but it'll be saved by the steady gloves of Henry Bandegenfong, who hasn't been challenged that much since conceding that goal in the first half. Final 10 minutes of the proceedings here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium, and Kaya is on the counterattack once again with Nano Amita on the left. Nano cuts in. Nano takes it back to Maru, and Maru with the 1-2 pass again. Here's a cross towards the path of Mendy, but he heads it out for a goal kick. And now here are the 3 substitutions for FEU. Estores papalitan ni Buenafe. Yu papalit kay Amita. At Selwyn Mamon papalitan dito ni Neniel. Ayun na, playing time for the Tamaraws. Experience is the best teacher. And they got the experience of a lifetime today as they have faced Kaya FC-Iloilo, Philippines representative in the AFC Champions League, going toe-to-toe against the champions or the defending champions of the UAAP. Uy, ang bilis ng takbo. Uy, makakalusot pa ba? Nako, hindi na. Neniel, munti ka na. May isa pa tayong substitution na hinihintay dito for Kaya. So, in the mix of the pros, in the mix of the veterans, come the young blood and Julian Romero. Nano Amita dito sa kaliwa. Naghahanap ng papasahan. Nano pa rin na magdadala ng bola. Bibigay dito kay Janjan. Janjan. Babalik kay Angeles. Angeles to Abu C. C. Makakukuha at madedepensahan ni Bacon, pero may corner para ngayon sa Kaya FC-Iloilo. At yan na nga, introduction for player number 33, replacing player number 44. Odimenzi gives way to Julian Borromeo. Romero, rather. Julian Borromeo Romero, ang kanyang full name, kung di ako nagkakamali. Oh, diba? Nano Amita, defended well by FEU. Now they send it forward. Rota, what a fake. Angeles to Rota. With 7 minutes remaining All that Kaya's left to think about will be their opponents in the knockout stages of the Copa Paulino Alcantara. And by the looks of it, they're going to be facing the University of the Philippines, but we will have to check that in the next coming days as we are going to be completing the casts of your quarterfinals of the Copa Paulino Alcantara. So I think from 17 teams, we're down to 8. We're going to trim it down to 4, down to the final 2 in the final day in November 12th. Simone Rota sends one for Abu C on the left side. Abu C to Nano Amita, defended well by FEU. They will go for the charge and go for the counter-attack. Bulawin is asking everybody to go up front, but they're running out of gas as they have been frustrated, decimated, dissected by the two-time Copa Paulino Alcantara champions, Kaya FC-Iloilo. Julian with the first touch of the ball after coming in. 5 minuto ang natitira sa ating laban. 5 minuto ang natitira sa ating group stage ng Copa Paulino Alcantara. At pagdating ng Biyernes, knockout rounds na. Poor touch or poor pass rather. Ito na ang Kaya. Nano Amita papunta rito kay Mendy. Mendy with a strike. Makukuha na naman ni Fabregas. Habang papalubog ang araw dito sa Manila Bay, patapos na rin ang ating laban sa pagitan ng Kaya at ng FEU. Pero hindi pa rin tumitigil itong Kaya sa pag-atake. Robert Lopez Mendy with a strike earlier on. Nakuha ni Fabregas. Makakaisa pa kaya ang FEU? Martini Ray. Forward pass, hinahanap dito si Naniel. Rota is there to cover. Grabe naman. Makapuri naman, hindi raw naboboard pagka-commentator. Woo! Woo! Eh di sige, thank you. Wala namang boring na game dito sa Copa Paulino Alcantara. Sa dami ng nai-score na goal dito. Ayan na naman si Romero. Oh, di ba? Munti ka na makahanap ng papasahan. Ganda sana nung run na yun, no? Natuwa si Coach Colum Curtis sa ginawa ni Julian, eh. Napapalakpak itong si Coach Colum sa ginawa ni Julian, eh. Wala lang tao dun sa kaliwa, eh. Pero kung idiniretso ni Julian yun, malamang nakaisa pa tong batang to, eh. Martini, papunta sa harapan pero wala, hindi aabot itong si Naniel. Itong si Julian, isa sa mga player na hahangaan mo kapag naalaman mo yung storya nitong batang to, eh. Coming from the streets, naglaro para sa GK. Climbed up the ranks. Napunta sa junior team ng Kaya. Naglaro yan sa under 15s, under 21s. Hanggang sa napunta sa reserves team ng Kaya. At ngayon, nandito na sa senior team ng Kaya na promote. Just last year, bago pumasok ang Copa Paulino Alcantara, na-promote tong si Julian sa senior team ng Kaya. Kasabay niyang na-promote, isa pang player din na si Nathan Bata. Ayan yung level ng promotion in terms of the football pyramid here in the Philippines, or football pyramid in terms of Kaya na sinusunod nila to the letter. Wasteful passes na ang nangyayari galing dito sa FEU. Desperation times for the Tamaraws. May halong frustration na rin yan dahil all season long hindi naman sila nag-concede ng ganito karaming goals. But when they face Kaya, that's something that is kind of expected because of the goals that Kaya has scored in the past 4 matches, let alone being able to score a goal in the Champions League opener. Being able to hold on to a 3-0 or 3-goal deficit against Shandong Taishan. Hindi na rin biro itong competition itong FEU. Naabusi, pero makakukuha ulit ng depensa. Yep. Right on point si Derek Jong-il Kim versus a Champions League team. FEU prepared well. Oo nga naman. Across the group, FEU lang ata yung hindi na-iskuran ng higit sa 5 unless may dumating pang goals dito sa last 3 minutes ng ating laro. But yeah, FEU only conceding 5 as of the moment, with a better goal difference across the entire competition, or the entire group rather. Don't get me wrong, nakakalima na ang Kaya dito, and it's their standard in terms of the Copa with all the teams that they have faced. Kicking things off with a strong game against their rivals Loyola FC, followed up with another outing sa kanilang sumunod na laro. Talagang expected yung 5 goals plus nitong Kaya. Shoutout daw kay Sai Villaseñor na happy birthday from Ubon Fersas, Kaya Iloilo. Most especially from Doc Chivas, Glenda, MC and Trina. O, diba? Ay, di shoutout sa inyo. Shoutout na rin daw sa SOMK. Mga support groups ng Kaya FC-Iloilo. A minute and a half remaining in this game. The fate is sealed for the knockout stages of the Copa Paulino Alcantara. We'll try to give you a rundown of the participants later on in the post game. And so far, all PFL teams are through to the knockouts, with Kaya leading the pack, Stalin Laguna FC, Cebu FC, Maharlika Manila FC, and Menjola FC 1991. Romero dadali ng bola ngayon, exchanges passes with Mendy, pero makukuha ng FEU. Valenzuela. Alipon. Just a few seconds before the end of the game, Bandek and Fong hold on to the ball. Tacosalme, Amita, and that is it. FEU's Copa Paulino Alcantara is over. Kaya FC-Iloilo progressed to the knockout stages as a top seed in Group A, capping off the group stages with a 5-1 victory over Far Eastern University Tamaraws. With that, the final 8 is complete.
Far Eastern University 1 and Kaya FC-Iloilo 5.
Plenty of action in this game, plenty of drama as well. But at the end of it, Kaya prevailed as the victors. Finishes top seed in Group A. They'll be facing the second best, third place in the tournament. We'll confirm, but pretty much it's University of the Philippines. Then on the other pairing, it's Stallion Laguna FC against Maharlika Manila FC. Moving on to the remaining four with Dynamic Herb Cebu squaring off against Mendiola FC 1991. And then CF Manila facing Davao Aguilas UMAC FC in the knockouts. Those are your final 8 in the Copa Paulino Alcantara. But again, credit where is due for FEU in this game, being able to hold on and usher out the Champions League participants to just 5 goals in the tournament, or 5 goals in this game. A team that has seen plus 34 make it plus 38 in goal difference now. That's about it. Started off well for FEU, or for Kaya rather, with them being on the offensive a lot of times, making FEU pay in this mistake as their team captain was able to score a goal with the captain's armband, and from then on they never looked back. Kaya never looked back. They're focused on the goal, and the goal is to win their third Copa Paulino Alcantara title. FEU, on the other hand, used this tournament as a preparation for the upcoming UAAP season to defend the crown and keep it in Moraita. They've earned their exposure. They've earned their experience. They will hold on to that experience of squaring off against the 2-time Copa Paulino Alcantara winners, participants in the AFC Champions League, and the defending Philippines Football League champion. Selwyn Mamon was able to sneak in a goal against Kaya in that sequence, but it was the dominant display of Kaya FC-Iloilo that gave them this victory by 5 goals to 1. From everybody here in the broadcast, headed by Direct Luis, our cameramen, and the hard-working men and women here at the Rizal Memorial Stadium, we would like to thank you all for tuning in to the final group stage game of the 2023 Copa Paulino Alcantara. Huwag nyo kaming iiwanan. Papasok na tayo sa exciting part. Come Friday, it's the knockout stages of the 2023 Copa Paulino Alcantara. We thank you all for watching, and we would like you to keep the legacy. Magandang gabi at mabuhay po kayong lahat.